Hey everyone, I'm Margaret Lynn, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite prepped overnight oats recipes. With my 2 kids and busy schedule, these prepped oats make mealtime simple and convenient. Plus, they're packed full of nutrients that help sustain hunger for hours. In this class, we're going to go over all of our prep work, how to build our base, all of the ingredients and dietary options, and then we're gonna start to prep our 4 delicious overnight oat recipes. We're gonna have our tropical fruit, our oatmeal cookie, our blueberry muffin, and our chocolate peanut butter banana. We're also gonna have our class projects. Who doesn't love a project that you can eat? After you've finished preparing your overnight oats, make sure you take a quick picture and post it in our project section. Now let's get started with our overnight oats. Prepping your ingredients is super simple with overnight oats. There's minimal chopping, and you can also purchase most of your fruits frozen, as you'll see in some of our recipes. So let's talk briefly about the jars you'll need. In all of the recipes I'm going to show you today, I'm going to be using our 1 cup jar. This is about 1 serving. Now you can opt for the bigger jar, just make sure you double the recipe. Also, make sure that your closure lids are 2 pieces versus 1. This is going to seal it up better and allow them to stay fresher longer. Now with your overnight oats, you'll want to eat them within 3 to 5 days from when you've prepped them. So let's start to prep our overnight oats. We're going to first start with our base. So let's start with our base. This is going to be the foundation to all of our overnight oats. Now we're going to add some of our favorite ingredients to this base, but you can also just leave it as is for a delicious vanilla overnight oat recipe as well. So for all of our recipes, I'm going to be using our 1 cup mason jar. Feel free to double the recipe and use the larger 2 cup mason jar. For the 1 cup, it's about 1 serving, and it'll last you for about 3 to 5 days in the refrigerator. So let's go ahead and start with our old-fashioned oats. We have 1/4 cup of our old-fashioned oats. We're going to just pour those right into the mason jar. Now we're going to use about 3 tablespoons of yogurt. This is a Greek yogurt. It's going to give your oats a real creaminess and richness. Now you can use a regular, yogurt, but it's going to be a little bit thinner. You can also, if you are vegan, you can opt for a coconut-based yogurt. You can also leave the yogurt out altogether. If you leave the yogurt out altogether, you're going to want to double your chia seeds, and you're going to want to add a little bit more milk to your base. So let's go ahead and add the yogurt. Next, we're going to add in our milk. I like to use almond milk, and that is going to be 1/3 cup. Now some of the recipes you will see we're going to use coconut milk instead of our almond milk. So just be sure you don't prep all of them the same way, because we will swap the milk out. Next, we're going to add in our chia seeds. It's about 1/2 tablespoon of chia seeds. These are packed with protein, omega-3s, and plenty of fiber as well. Next, we're going to add a little bit of vanilla extract, just 1/4 teaspoon. It's going to sweeten things up just a little bit. Next, we're going to add in our honey, about 1 tablespoon of honey. However, our blueberry muffin recipe is going to use maple syrup. So again, don't go and prep everything right yet. Wait till you get to those recipes, and then instead of honey, we'll use the maple syrup. So just about 1 tablespoon. I'm just going to eyeball this to about 1 tablespoon. You can use a little bit less if you'd like as well. And then last, we're just going to add a little pinch of salt. So just like when you're making your chocolate chip cookies, when you add in that salt, it kind of breaks up all the sweetness, and it gives it a nice, well-rounded flavor. So this is our base. That's it. Didn't take any time at all. Now what you can do is you can put the lid on your mason jar and shake it really good to mix it up, or you can use your spoon and just kind of stir it until everything is mixed and incorporated all together. All right, that's it for the base. So super simple, not a lot of prep work. You can put the lid on now and stick it in the fridge for just a simple vanilla overnight oats, or you can add in your favorite toppings. So we're gonna move on to our blueberry muffin overnight oats. All right, let's get started with our blueberry muffin overnight oats. Can you imagine blueberry muffins every morning without all of the extra carbs and calories and sugars? This blueberry muffin is going to be packed full of protein, omega-3s, fiber, and tons of nutrients that are going to keep you fueled for the whole day. So we have our base. This recipe, we are actually swapping out the honey for maple syrup. We're going to first add in just a dash of ground cinnamon. So just sprinkle a little dash of your cinnamon in there. Okay, next we're gonna add in just a couple tablespoons of pecans. Now what I like to do is stop here and mix this in. So I like to kind of stir all those pecans and that cinnamon right into your base. Okay, and then we are going to add in about 4 tablespoons of fresh blueberries. Now these are fresh blueberries. You can get frozen blueberries and they'll work just fine. So it's up to you. I'm gonna add these right on top. Hopefully I don't spill them all over the place. Now, the last step you're gonna do is put the lid on, put it in your refrigerator. You'll want it to sit at least 4 hours, but it's best if it sits overnight. And that way when you wake up in the morning, you pull it right out of the fridge and breakfast is ready. And there it is, your blueberry muffin overnight oats. So next let's do our oatmeal cookie overnight oats recipe. So this is just our base. This is with the almond milk and with the honey. And to this, we are going to add 2 tablespoons of raisins. I am using golden raisins. We're also gonna add in 2 tablespoons of our pecans. And then right on top, we're just gonna do a little pinch of our cinnamon as well. So you can just sprinkle that right on top. So for the last step, you're gonna put the lid on, stick it right in the fridge, and tomorrow morning, you're gonna have a nutrient-dense oatmeal cookie for breakfast. All right, next let's do our tropical fruit overnight oats. So we have our base. For this one, we are gonna use coconut milk instead of the almond milk. It definitely adds another dimension to your oats. So we're gonna start with about a tablespoon of unsweetened coconut. Just pour that right in there. And then we have 3 different types of fruit. We're gonna do about a tablespoon of mango, and I have bought my mango frozen. It makes it so much easier. We have about a tablespoon of pineapple. Again, I buy this one frozen as well. And then last, we have about a tablespoon of banana. Now, I've bought this fresh and just chopped it, peeled it and chopped it. So, if you have room, get that banana right on top there. You might need to transfer this one to a larger jar so that you can mix it and put it in the fridge. I'm not even going to attempt to put a lid on this one because as you can see, it's just going to make a big mess. But in the morning, you reach right for that tropical fruit overnight oats and look at how many nutrients you're going to get from this one breakfast. Delicious. And it only took a few minutes. Our last overnight oat recipe is going to be my personal favorite, our chocolate peanut butter banana overnight oats. I'm a big chocolate lover, so when I can find a recipe that includes the decadence of the chocolate mixed with tons of nutrients, I'm in. So we're gonna start with our base. This is just our original base with the almond milk and the honey. We're gonna add a tablespoon of unsweetened cocoa powder. So make sure after you add the cocoa powder, give it a nice mix. All right, next we're gonna add in our peanut butter, just a tablespoon. Now make sure that your peanut butter is a natural peanut butter. When you look at the ingredients list, you wanna make sure that the only ingredient is peanuts. You don't want it packed full of sugar and preservatives. Now after you add your peanut butter, go ahead and mix that in there too. Because it's so sticky, it's gonna be hard to shake it. And last, our banana. We have half of a banana and I've just chopped it up, and you're just gonna add that right on top. And there you have it, our chocolate peanut butter banana overnight oats. Now you can certainly have this for breakfast, but you can also have it as a dessert and it will satisfy that sweet tooth. So these oats will last you a good 3 to 5 days in the refrigerator. When you're ready to eat them, just pull them right out of the fridge, take the lid off, and eat them right out of the jar. It doesn't get much easier than that. So once you have made all of your overnight oats, I want you to take a quick picture and I want you to post it in our project section in the classroom. In addition, I want you to explore making your own recipes with the flavors and ingredients that you enjoy eating the most. Always start with the base that we made in the beginning. You can replace the milks, the sweeteners, the fruits, and you can add any sort of toppings that you'd like. Be sure to post your favorite recipes in the projects as well. So as you can see, these overnight oats are super easy, quick, and they're gonna make mealtime super convenient for you. I think meal prepping is so important to maintain a healthy lifestyle because you're more apt to choose those healthier meal options when they're available for you. I hope you enjoyed making these overnight oats with me. Whether you eat them for breakfast, snacks, lunch, or even for dessert, you're gonna be flooding your body with so many nutrients. My name is Margaret Lynn. I love to live a healthy lifestyle, and I love sharing the simple changes that you can make, like these prepped overnight oats, to better your health for the rest of your life.